Hey there everyone. So I'm guessing I know why you're here. You've seen the thumbnail, you've seen the title, and now you want to know how I lost 65 pounds on my weight loss journey. 10 pounds was before I started documenting my weight loss journey, and 5 pounds has been since I've reached my goal weight. So for those of you who don't know me, I am Loz. I'm 26 years old, so let's get into it. First things first though, I am not a dietitian or a nutritionist or a nurse or anything like that. I am not a health professional. So what I'm about to tell you has worked for me. It might not work for you though, okay? So don't take my word as gospel, okay? So let's get into it. Right. Whew. So my adult life, I have been hovering around 10 stone, and you know, a couple of times I've gained a bit of weight, I've lost a bit of weight. I had my daughter as well 6 years ago, and that was like my highest weight, but you know, I was carrying a life inside me. It happens. So at that time I was 14 stone 5, which is just over 200 pounds. After I had my daughter, I lost all the weight again and everything was all right. 2015 comes and it was a very bad year. Like, you name it, it happened. Everything happened. Like, it was like one bad thing after another, and I just couldn't deal with it. So as I was trying to deal with all of that sort of stress that was going on, I forgot about me. I really didn't care about myself. I didn't eat properly. I overate. It was affecting my sleep. I was eating at like 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. I had literally no self-control. I would, if I felt bored, I'd eat, you know, I'd comfort eat, I'd have takeaways. If my stomach made the slightest noise, I was convinced that I was hungry. I was convinced that, oh, and now I've got to eat. And, you know, slowly but surely the weight kept creeping up. So I don't want you guys to think that I started my weight loss journey and I lost the weight and it was as simple as that, because it really wasn't. So it got to the end of 2015, I'd say, and I was starting to realise, like, look, okay, this is not right. I shouldn't be eating like this. At that point I was not really fitting into my jeans and I just felt quite shitty, if I'm honest. So I tried to eat healthily, but my portions were way out of control. And then I figured I'll try going to the gym, but I wasn't having any fun going to the gym, so what was the point in going? And then it got to the new year, so it got to 2017, and I was still feeling sorry for myself. When it got to 2017 though, I was watching a lot of people on their weight loss journeys, and I figured maybe what I need to do is do this similar sort of thing. Now in the UK, a lot of people follow Slimming World. I was watching people from overseas as well, you know, in the States. They were doing Weight Watchers, or they were just healthy eating and going to the gym. So I felt inspired though, because I was looking at loads of different pictures of before and afters, and I was thinking, you know, like, I need to do something here. But I was still in denial. I did not know how much I weighed. I refused to buy any clothes. I'd buy leggings, but I wouldn't buy jeans. I wouldn't buy nice tops. I wouldn't buy dresses. I just would not do that. So it took me 12 weeks to muster the courage to go to Slimming World. I didn't want to go. I'd been before. I didn't want to go. I'm not here to talk about that. That's for a separate topic. But needless to say, my depression and my anxiety were crippling me, right? I felt I couldn't leave the house. I felt I couldn't do anything. I just felt like shit. I can't put it in any better terms. And I need to be a better role model to my daughter. Yeah, she learns from me. What I do, what I say, what I don't do, what I don't say, will influence her. So 9-10 weeks later, I decide I'm going to Slimming World, and it took a lot of courage. And the reason was, I felt so scared to be around other people. I was waiting for the one person to turn around and call me out for being fat. I was waiting for that one person to give me that look that I had been thinking in my head. And in my head, it was irrational, but it was real. Like, it was imminent, it was going to happen. But I thought, you know what, I'm going to be in a group with a bunch of people who also want to change their weight, the way they look, their confidence, their mindset, everything. And I thought, you know, they're not going to make fun of me, because if they made fun of me, then surely it just goes against the whole point of Slimming World. So I'll go there anyway. My experience wasn't great. Yes, I did lose a bit of weight, but, you know, I left. So I think I was there for about 5 weeks, if that. And I think that was around May 2017. Then it got to June, and I was still watching people on YouTube doing their weight loss journey, and the one word I kept hearing a lot about was accountability. And I figured, you know what, I'll do that. So I tried that. I stood there and I filmed my first video, and, you know, I said my name, I did my little introduction, why I wanted to lose weight, how heavy I was, my measurements, all of that. I did all that, and I don't know if I took a picture. I can't remember. I haven't managed to find one, but I probably did. So I did that for about a month, and I didn't lose any weight. The reason for that was because my mindset, my mind, I wasn't 100% ready for it. I wanted it, but I didn't want to do it. So I felt a little disheartened. My birthday passes, the summer holidays pass, and it gets to September. I have spent 9 months watching people on YouTube now doing their journey. Some have stopped, some have continued, whatever, you know. And I was just like, right, I don't know what it was. The light bulb moment came on in my head, and I just thought, forget it, right? It's going to happen now. I've had enough. And oh, I forgot to say that when I went to Slimming World, I weighed my highest weight, which was 14.3. I was £2 lighter than when I went into labour. And when I started my weight loss journey, I was 13.6. So I had managed to keep off what I lost at Slimming World. So I started my weight loss journey 18th September 2017 at 189 pounds, which is 13 stone 6. So I had to ask myself why I wanted to do this, and the main reasons were my depression, right? My moods were all over the place. It was affecting my sleep, it was affecting me as a person, you know, how I act around my daughter and things like that. I just wasn't enjoying anything. I was just like getting through each day. My anxiety, I felt scared to be around people. I felt scared to go anywhere. I felt if I was leaving the house and I had to buy anything, that people was looking at me, that they were judging me. My own health, I suffer with IBS. I suffer with a really bad knee condition called chondromalacia. My cartilage behind my kneecap is wearing away. My kneecaps are slightly inverted, which means when I walk, they bend and they grind and they crack and they swell up, and it's horrible. It really, really hurts. Weight is a massive factor to that. So those were my main reasons, and I wanted to be a better role model for my daughter. I wanted to give her healthy, nutritious food. You know, she's still growing. She will still keep growing for many years to come. I need her to know the difference between healthy food and unhealthy food. So those are my whys. And then after that it was, okay, so what am I going to eat and what am I going to cut out? So first of all, I cut out all fast food, all takeaway food, all junk food, all of that. I'm the sort of person where if there's crisps in the house or biscuits, I will eat them. I have no self-control. To this day now, I have no self-control. If they are in the house, I will eat them. So the best thing for me is to leave them out. Obviously then, you know, you drink loads of water, and make sure you get some fresh fruit and veg in you. I didn't eat fruit. But one thing I did take away from, well, actually two things I did take away from Slimming World were using fry light instead of oil and putting salad on the plate. I do that. So I thought about, okay, well, what do I want to eat then? What am I going to be eating? So strictly, first of all, breakfast was just toast because I am lactose intolerant, so I can't have milk. And then for lunch I was having chicken salad, and then for pasta I was having chicken salad with pasta. And I figured like pasta is really high in calories, so I decided to look for alternatives, and then I came across couscous, bulgur wheat and quinoa. Now, I don't calorie count. I find that it can be a bit obsessive. You know, there's so many numbers and calorific values and all of that. I know now that I just weigh out 40 grams of those grains, but quinoa is a seed. I weigh 40 grams of those, and then I stick them in little Tupperware pots and shove them in my cupboard, and that's it, they're done. They give you 12.5 portions per 500 gram bag. And I talk more about that in what I eat to lose weight video anyway. And then I needed to look at protein, so chicken was number one for me. I don't like fish, so chicken had to be the one for me, and I ate that. And to begin with, I was having mayonnaise, and then I figured, I need to get rid of that, so my saviour was garlic pepper. I cannot stress how much this wonderful thing was. Garlic pepper, it reminded me of like southern fried chicken, like what you'd get from KFC or something, and it was just so nice and so flavoursome. And then after a while, yes, I did get bored of chicken all the time, so I switched it up and had turkey, which I know they're quite similar, but for me it was just psychologically, oh, I'm not having chicken, at least I'm having turkey. But it was still a good source of protein for me. I did feel bored towards the end. I was like wanting to venture out and find like new food that I could try, but I didn't really like anything, if I'm honest. The weight was coming off. I took photos every week to begin with. I took photos, and that was me weighing on the scales. It was my body measurements, inches, things like that. I think it's very important, if you're on a weight loss journey, don't just focus on the weight. And I know it's hard saying that and it sounds hypocritical, but don't just focus on the scales, right? It's your inches. Your inches are the things that are going to get you into the clothes that you want. If you say you want to fit into a size 34 like hips or whatever, right, then what weight is that meant to be? Is that meant to be 140 pounds, 150 pounds? We're all different. Our body composition is different. It's going to be what your waist size is, or your hip size, or your thighs, or whatever, right? So just focus on that. And there are times when you get on the scales and the number doesn't move, and you've had a really good week, and you just think, oh, for God's sake, you know what I mean, like I've eaten really well this week, and look, I haven't even lost anything, or you've gained. But if you look at your measurements, you might have gone down on something, yeah? And that's what's going to be the real difference. So, yes, I did gain a couple of times. I think I gained twice, but I lost pretty consistently. I had, I think, 2 weeks where I maintained. But you know what? My average, I lost 50 pounds in 23 weeks. So, it's like a little over £2 a week. But the way I see it is, I got there, yeah. And I lost so many inches as well. Like, when I roughly calculated it, oh my God, there's a wasp outside. I roughly calculated it, and I think it's about 30-ish inches I've lost altogether, and I've dropped about 3 clothes sizes now, so I am very happy. What I would say is, if you are starting your weight loss journey, then just make sure, like, first of all, it's your mindset. Like, I can't stress it enough to you, right? Because I wanted to lose weight before and I couldn't do it because my mind wasn't in there completely. And now I'm like completely changed. I try and cook fresh as much as I can. Yes, there are a few things that I use that are frozen, but I don't eat ready meals anymore. I don't have a lot of takeaways. If I have a takeaway now, I eat till I'm full. Before, I would just eat and eat and eat and eat and eat. Now my stomach can't handle it. My stomach, literally, it's shrunk. And you will be shocked. You will get people out there who try and sabotage you, who want to take you by a McDonald's and say, oh, come on, have some chips. You don't matter, have some chips. But that's when you've got to say to them, no. There are going to be times when there are occasions and you are going to want to go, and you're going to feel guilty if you don't go. You might feel guilty because you've had a binge. You might feel guilty because of X, Y, Z, whatever, right? But this is just one life. It's one night and it's one meal. So you can have it. You can have it. When I started my weight loss journey, the second day, and it was my daughter's birthday, right? And I did think long and hard, and I did think to myself, should I do it? It's my first week. I know in my mindset I want to do it, but so close to when I've just started it, is it really worth it? But I thought, you know what, fuck it, right? It's my daughter's birthday. She only gets, you know, she's just asking for one evening out of the year. Do you know what I mean? So it's all about that mindset. If you go into a restaurant or you know, you're going out for some lunch or some dinner or something, right? Everywhere's got their menus online now, and don't be afraid to tell the waiter or the waitress to swap something for something, because you're the one that's paying for it. You know, they've got to give you a service. I've worked in hospitality, and you know, I know how it is, so it's fine. What I would also say as well is just set yourself goals as well. Obviously I'm from the UK, so we measure everything in stones, but so every 1 stone is £14, just in case you didn't know. I'm just putting it out there. So for every stone I lost, I gave myself a little treat, and you know, it was really stupid stuff like nail varnishes or lipsticks or something like that. I didn't really buy clothes. I bought some clothes a few months ago, but nothing to really like sing and dance about. Oh, this is really annoying. So, you know, those sort of things keep you motivated and keep you on track and things like that. Also, you know, there's loads of people on YouTube and probably on Instagram and Twitter who are doing the same thing as well, who are sharing that they're losing weight or getting fit as well. You know, I have my regrets of being on my journey. I regret not working out. I just don't have that motivation to go and do it, if I'm honest. I can't lie, you know. I can't say that I was at the crack of dawn and I did this workout and that workout. You know, I'm not like that. I'm quite lazy. I did do some workouts that I just get from YouTube and beam them to my TV, but nothing to really like scream and dance about. I wasn't really consistent with it, so I can't really say that's something that really helped me. But what I would say is, number one, if you want to start your weight loss journey, number one, don't let the scales take over. Yes, it is just one form of measurement. Your pictures will tell 1,000 words. And also, if you feel that you are going to give up, or you feel like you've got no motivation, you just don't want to carry on anymore, just do it, okay? Just look through your pictures and just remember how you felt. Remember taking that picture. Just reflect. That's one thing that this weight loss journey has taught me about myself, to reflect, right? And now I'm in maintenance phase now. I hit my goal. I'm under it now. I've lost 65 pounds, right? I've completely transformed myself, yeah? The foods I've been eating have really boosted me. Yes, I still have down days. Yes, I still get anxious, right? Losing weight was not going to cure me of depression. It's not going to cure me of anxiety. My knee condition is still going to be there. I have just vastly reduced my chance of having knee replacements, and my IBS is still going to be there. But I am a lot healthier. My hair is thicker, it's longer, my nails are thicker. I can sleep better at night now. You know, I feel happy walking into a shop now and just being able to pick up clothes that I want. Before I'd walk past and go, oh, you know, I can't have that. Now I can buy makeup again and feel pretty wearing it, rather than just looking at it and going, oh, well, I won't look nice anyway. It's not just about how you look, it's how you feel inside as well. So I think that's pretty much it, you guys. So if you've got any other questions that you'd like to ask, then put them down below. You can also find me on Instagram now. I am posting on there daily my dinners, so you can have a look at what I'm eating as well, and feel free to DM me there as well. My I don't know what it's called, someone needs to tell me what it's called, but my Instagram name is Loz_C_XOXO. That's Loz_C_XOXO. And good luck if you're on your weight loss journey as well. Weight loss is subjective. I mean, we're all in this together, but there are plenty of ways to lose weight. Don't just take what I say as what you should be doing, okay? Because like I said at the beginning, I am not a health professional or anything like that, okay? So thank you guys for taking the time to watch this video, and I shall see you in the next one. So for now, guys, tatty bye.